Yes, hello, my name is Michel from Bivolino. So we are a manufacturer and seller of made-to-measure shirts online. Indeed, it's going wrong with the clothing and textile business in the moment. 20 years ago, when a lot of things were made in China, things came over by boat. Today, a lot of clothing is flying over each day. If I see Alibaba Group, they in one day they sold 1.7 million. No, they needed 1.7 million delivery men, 400,000 vehicles, 5,000 warehouses, and 2,000 airplanes, because they sold on singles day so many pieces to Europe that they have to fly over all these pieces. Warehouses in China and in Europe, from which 40% from the sellers from the marketplaces platform are Chinese small-scale manufacturers. Also on Amazon, all the new websites or sellers entering the Amazon platform are also from China. And all these things bought online, all this fashion. You have warehouses where people stand higher than 10 meters, and under you have 10 meters of goods that you buy over there and buy or in Primark, offline or online on these tremendous marketplaces. So I see a very amazing worst-case scenario going on in the clothing and textile industry for the moment. And I hope that technologies like artificial intelligence or size recommendations or style advice or these things can reduce these online returns from these fashion goods sold on the marketplace. As you know, Zalando is now 10 years going on, and it's going very bad with Zalando. Zalando is the only service Zalando has is free delivery. But that's in fact a very bad service, because people buy 2-3 pieces and send 60% back. So there is the services today which are offered by these marketplaces, Prime, Amazon, flying in goods before that you order, you have it at your doorstep. We, as consumers, must be reasonable. We must not ask this, because it's absolutely not the good way to go in the fashion retail. What we as a service strongly believe is made to measure. And we believe, of course, the made-to-measure supply chain is very complex. And if you browse on Google or you browse on the internet and you do personalized clothing or fashion, you will end up at Amazon or Zalando. You will not find this niche, the small niche made-to-measure players, because they cannot afford and they cannot find the way that people browse on Amazon or on Google. So what I'm dreaming of and what I'm pushing is to try to build a kind of pan-European platform for connecting retailers and consumers with made-to-measure and small-scaled local European production. And we need to, you cannot do that alone. You need to have the big platforms. You need to have the big platform, the Zalando guys. I'm working in the shirt business for Zalando. Zalando is not interested in made-to-measure. They're interested in small runs. Of course, 90% is made in Far East, and then a little bit small runs here in Tunisia or Romania. And if you speak about made-to-measure, no, that's too complex, we don't want to do that. So I try to find solutions or platforms who are able to connect with e-commerce software platforms like Magento or Demandware or WebSphere from IBM, to have kind of APIs and plugins to offer to bigger retailers, smaller retailers, marketplaces, the possibility for consumers to offer made-to-measure and connect a supply chain. We are doing it through our company Bivolino Services, but it's just a start, and we have to be more ambitious there. And I invite retail and industry in Europe to think and to put forces together to offer a better personalized product and made-to-measure services to end consumer. We had a nice project with the European Commission, which is myshopnet.com, which is a platform which just tried to enable retailers to offer customized products to the end consumer. So it was a good step, and we have to go on in this direction. Thank you very much.
I still have your presentation. Well, this is what Bivolino does.
Yes, so what you see, so Bivolino is a small-scale made-to-measure website, and it's very difficult for a small-scale made-to-measure website to be visible on the internet. Just like I tell you, when you browse shirts, you will have Zalando, Amazon, and these guys. If I want to be with my small shop's shirts, I have to pay about €3 for each click for a shirt to Google, and that's not, we cannot afford that. So we have to collaborate and to work with the big players, but then they say that we don't want made to measure. So it's a kind of a hell to succeed, and then you see the Alibabas with flying in goods from China. So there are a lot of questions and things to find solution. What we do here with Bivolino, in order to pay not too much on these AdWords and these kind of very expensive things for us, we try to involve more co-creative influencers communities. And so on Bivolino, influencers, artists, creative consumers can have a stake on the Bivolino platform, and they can earn money on creations they upload on the platform, and that when somebody buys their creations, they get a 5% commission. So we try to get more social media and other marketing elements to make this small-scale made-to-measure Bivolino platform, making it bigger. That's the picture that you see there. Thank you.